Okay, assuming you're done with the day for day 4, for day 3, and you're happy with the student's build, like, I don't know, like this. Okay, we move on next day. So, we'll just teleport to the next day by doing this. So, we TP to this exact coordinate, and then we'll continue. Okay, so the Ender Dragon is being summoned by someone to the overworld to destroy it, and then you must travel to the end to put a stop to this before it's been summoned to the overworld. Okay, so you need to code a rainbow to summon the importer. So on page 2 of booklet there is the code for it, or you can just code it in the me code. Okay, so now you get your sword from the chest, and we'll move on. So we need to try to make a rainbow. So how I do so? Okay, firstly we can just press C and click home. There's actually a full guide over here under colorful rainbow. Let's click blocks and start the tutorial. So just follow step by step. So to make this rainbow on my horizon, we need the onCheck command, and then we rename it to rainbow. Rainbow. Okay. Next, we set the radius. So variables, make a variable radius. Okay. Put it to on start and set it to 100. So we set to 100 and put it to on start. Okay. Next, we make one more chord horizon. And then we set it to player world position. So player world position. Okay. Next, we find the shape. So we go to advanced shapes, a circle of something. So we choose a red concrete block. So red concrete. And then put it here, and we use the horizon variable for the center. Okay, next we use the radius variable, and it'll basically like this. So we'll continue on and make sure that this outline. And we'll do the same thing. Okay. So to make it faster, we can just right click and duplicate it. So drag this below, change its color to orange concrete. Orange concrete. Okay. And we need a -1 because it is smaller. So you can imagine your first rainbow is like this, the second rainbow is a bit smaller within the first one. So look like this. Okay. So for this we'll use -1 radius -1. So everything keeps constant except for the radius -1. And we'll do the next one. So after orange, we'll do it for what? Yellow. And then we increase radius to from -1 to -2. As you can see over here. Okay, so right click, duplicate, adjust it accordingly to and yellow concrete. Next, after yellow, we have lime. So this is for lime. And then change this to 3. Next we do to light blue concrete. Change to 4. So after light blue, we have the dark blue at 5, and then we have the purple at 6. Okay, change this to dark blue. At 5. Purple at 6. In red, we have created a rainbow with 6, with 7 different colors. Okay, and with that, now that we're done, we can actually edit our radius, which is this over here, to increase or decrease the size of our rainbow. Remember, so we increase it, we have a bigger rainbow. If we reduce it, we have a smaller rainbow. With that, we're done. Okay, and then we can just click play and type and press rainbow. So this is my position. I'll just type rainbow. So try to find it. As you can see, it's being built across the horizon over here. So move backwards a bit. You can actually see it happening right here. Okay. So you can look at your rainbow. So if you code it properly, your rainbow should start somewhere here. And with that, the last layer is forming, and you have successfully created your rainbow. So once you have ascertained that the student is done with their rainbow, you can then tell them to go to the tree to press this button so they can teleport to the end. So the button is actually over here on this side. At this particular coordinate, you just right click this button and you can see that we open this area. Now we'll gear up and continue. So over here, this is a gear. So in my case, we already have the sword. So we'll just use the sword. Okay, we'll use the sword and we can take one any color you want. So be it orange, green, yellow, or blue. And a total of undying. So you just put here, put the total of undying over here, so that we won't die. And then put the broom down, but for the broom to be placed down, we need an allow block. Okay. So once you're in the world and you have successfully set on your broom, you can see that you'll be flying like this. Okay. So you're gonna attack the Ender Dragon, and you should avoid its blast. Remember, if you fall from this height, right, you will basically get injured. So just be mindful that if the student fly from a very high height, they will suffer from fall damage. And we can mitigate it with the armor. Or with the totem. So if we suffer from damage that's too much, the totem will basically allow us to recover from it. And when it's destroyed, you can see that there's an animation, the experience points, as well as this end portal frame that is created. So if you're on a broom, you actually cannot go in, so we need to fly up and place our broom elsewhere. Then we can move it. And that we're done with the game. And that we return back to where we last was, and you can give them free play. So by giving them free play, basically, you can slash WB so that they can actually edit the world. So usually, what I'll do is near the end, which is over here, when they go into the place, right here. So here you cannot edit the blocks, right? But you can give them the broomstick, let them enter the world first. Afterwards, allow them to now place the broomstick down. So we'll get off this broomstick and then we place another one. Because now in this world we cannot place any broomsticks because it is mutable. It is immutable. So by typing +W, we're now able to place down the broomstick and fly in this world. Okay? And with that, that's the end of Minecraft. So remember to finish your booklets and take your photos with your students and leave about 30 minutes or so that you can do the photo taking and making sure that they have done their booklets correctly. Okay? With send with more students, you can actually expand this all the way to like 45 minutes. And with that, thank you for joining this round of Minecraft education.